Hey, folks, welcome into another masterclass we have going on today. If you have not been part of any of our virtual events just yet, if you're first of all brand new to our ecosystem, welcome to the family. One of our biggest goals is to provide free education across the digital marketing landscape. So we do a ton of virtual events just like this. We have master classes, 2-day workshops. We even have a 5-day challenge. We do virtual podcasting. So we go around in our ecosystem and find the top players, people that are doing extraordinary things, since we have hundreds and thousands of people that are all experts in their right. So we select and handpick those individuals and bring them to you on a virtual stage. Today, I have a amazing entrepreneur. We got a chance to spend a lot of time with him in India at our India High Level Live event close to New Delhi, and he was one of our keynote speaker. He absolutely rocked the stage. There was a line of people waiting to hear from him before, after, in our networking events. This guy was a superstar over there, to say the least. So I told him, I was like, hey, we'll connect at some point when we get back home. I want to do a virtual event with you. And I had told Kelsey, our affiliate team lead there, that we want to do something with Sahil at some point, just from the gravity of what he taught on stage in front of hundreds and hundreds of people who were well received. So I told him, hey, jump back in. Let's do the same presentation if you don't mind, all over again. For those of you are familiar with Sahil, please interact with us. Tell us what city, state, area, region that you're checking in from. He is someone who is a pretty big authority in the digital marketing space. So, Sahil, thanks for saying yes to us on this virtual event, man.
Appreciate, man. Thank you so much for inviting me over once again. Ready to rock and roll.
Absolutely. So for this masterclass, I know we're kind of redoing the presentation you did at the India Live event, and I know you've added a few extra notes, few extra findings, and just some, insights that you had from interacting with people. First of all, how was the in-person event for you? We had a blast with you there.
It was mind blowing. Glad I did not miss out on that. So I don't know if you remember that I was telling you over the event. I was in India for a vacation, and then this news came out that you guys are hosting this event, and I'm like reaching out to GHL. I was like, I would love to speak on the stage. Waited for a few days to get my spot booked, and same day, like night before, I was telling my wife, is like, okay, we are going back to Canada. Let's book the flights as early as possible. Otherwise, you gotta pay more when you're getting close to the dates. And then she's like, okay, let's book it tomorrow morning. I'm like, okay. Next morning, woke up 6 a.m. and I saw this email coming up from GHL team. It's like, are you still interested to speaking? I'm like, crazy. I was about to book the flight. I was going to Expedia to book it, and this email popped up. I'm like, I can't miss this now. Said yes, and then everything else is a history. I would say the best decision, the best moment that happened at that time. Otherwise, I would be maybe already booking my flights and could not able to make it. But hey, it was written, and we made it happen. It was
It
so
was
much
meant
fun.
to
I
be.
loved it.
Yeah, it was meant to be, and I think your wife's instincts was right to book the tickets anyway. So we're glad you were able to come overseas and spend time with us. So, Sahil, what do you have planned for today in kind of teaching? So these master classes, for those of you that are new, I'll say these go for about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to be engaging with you. We're looking at the comments. We're kind of understanding, we want to kind of see and get a good temperature of where the audience is today. So, first of all, if you are someone that's an entrepreneur or a digital marketer, I would love for you to tell us what kind of industry you're focused on. Maybe you're going after the plumbers, the real estate folks, maybe you're a salesperson, maybe you're an entrepreneur that's kind of solo. Or maybe you're an introvert like many of us that don't want to interact and comment just yet. Maybe you'll watch from far and eventually you'll feel comfortable to interact with us. But Sahil, what do you have planned on teaching us today?
Let's do one thing. I'm gonna share my screen and let's dive deep
Perfect.
into the right into the stuff. I
Okay,
think that
let's
would
do
be
it.
amazing. A lot of people I know are waiting for this. So I'm sharing my screen. Just
Perfect. Yeah.
type in the chat live if you are watching this live, or if you are hearing this on replay, just type in the chat replay so that we know, are you attending this live with us right now, right at the moment, or you are watching on replay. The thing over here now I'm discussing is like, How many of you want to build authority, offers, and systems that attract clients without going on sales calls? That's what I'm going to be discussing over here. That's my crux of it. And that's what I've been doing in my business. The last sales call that I have done in my business, I think it is back from 2023. 2024, no sales calls. 2025, no. 2026, no sales calls. And I've been declining sales calls. Even people are like, hey, I want to get your one-on-one coaching. I want to get into your coaching world. Can we hop on a call and all? And I'm like literally not going on sales calls and still closing deals in the DMs. And when I say closing deals, I'm not just talking about low ticket offers. I'm talking about offers anywhere where people are paying 10 plus $1,000, like $18,000 contract I closed, $30,000 contract I closed, and all of that is happening just because by building the right authority, offers, and systems that are attracting these clients without sales calls. So that's what we gonna be diving deep today.
I love it. And those of you that are watching, I'll tell you this. This is really hard. We are talking about, 10, 15 years of overnight success, of things that have worked, doesn't work, different testing. So one thing I'll tell you is when we talk about numbers and figures and ideas and strategies, this is all inspirational based. We don't want to imply and make you feel like you're going to go make a bunch of money. Okay. So as a disclaimer, we're talking about exceptional results. We're talking about Sahil's business. We're talking about his findings. So just take it with a grain of salt. Can this work for you? Absolutely. If you put your mind to it, put your effort into it, odds are in your favor. But there's no guarantee. So I just wanted to get the disclaimer out of the way and make sure you feel like you're getting a reasonable insight here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Paulson, for putting that. Disclaimer is must always comply with FTC. So good. Let's carry from here now. Now, if you're chasing leads manually every single month, or if you're stuck in this feast or famine cycle, and if you're posting more, but it's not converting, then today we're going to be ending that cycle. Okay, that's a promise that I'm promising to you. By the end of this presentation or this masterclass, we're going to end that cycle, because I'm not here to give you just the motivation or inspiration. I'm literally going to give you, hand over you the exact system, what I'm implementing in my business, what is working at the moment as you are watching this live. And not just the system just hasn't just worked for me. 1500 plus business freelancers, agency owners, coaches, consultants, this system has been implemented on all these businesses, and they are also implementing the same stuff, executing the same stuff in their business. Now, this system personally has helped me to build my first seven-figure coaching business and earn this 2 Comma Club award that I earned, speak on global stages, like so many events, so many stages I've been a part of, whether it's like all international. I've spoken on Las Vegas, in India, we did few events there, Boise, Idaho. So all these stages I've been a part of just because of this, and collaborate with all the global industry leaders, people like Russell Brunson, Alex Hermosi, Satish Verma, president of Think and Grow Rich, all these names. And like the reason why I got in rooms with these people, because of what you are going to be learning today. All okay. And so just to give you a little bit more about myself, my name is Sahil Sehgal, founder and CEO of Figure Accelerator. So I came from being an international student in Canada to building a global coaching business where we have clients all over the world. Literally, we have helped entrepreneurs turn their expertise into scalable businesses. I'm passionate about simplifying growth through systems, not hustle. I'm a big believer in simple stuff. Anything that looks complicated to me, I don't do in my business. So if I don't do it, I don't teach it. I go with this approach is like simple scales, fancy fails. If you are trying to add complexities and fanciness to the stuff, it might it might not be helpful, rather if instead of that, if you keep it simple, right? I'm on a mission to help experts stop chasing clients and leads and prospects and start building predictable demand in their business, because that's going to help you to build a long-term business. Before we start, I've got a question for you all here, people who are watching, hearing this right now. What is the most expensive thing to earn today? Type in the chat whatever you think, you believe that this is the most expensive thing that is in today's economy, in today's era. What do you think is the most expensive thing? And whenever I ask this question, a lot of time I get this most common answer, which is like, Sahil, attention. It's hard to gain attention of someone. As people used to say, the attention span of a human being was at a time 7 seconds, and nowadays, and it's even less than 3 seconds. You might have seen reels or videos where they talk about, if you can't hook the person for 3 seconds, you're gone, right? According to me, this is what I think is the most expensive thing. One word answer is the trust. Trust is actually the most expensive thing, and I'll prove it to you. I'll show you some of the examples and analogies of it, why I say this thing. Now, this is a screenshot from Upwork community, like for people who are freelancers, agency owners, and even people who are coaches, consultant. They go to these places to hire talent, right? And I saw this post in the community, in the Upwork community, is like somebody said, I used to get invites for interviews, now hardly get any. I'm forced to look elsewhere to work now. I'm so disappointed. Not just this person, somebody else said, I have a strong profile, great skills, and I'm not even in an overcrowded niche. I used to receive a lot of invitations and projects, but it's been super quiet now. And I guess we all need to move forward and build businesses elsewhere. And when I'm looking at these posts, when I'm looking at these conversations, I'm like, okay, something is changing. There is something there. Businesses, people are not able to build up a trust fast enough. Something is leaking. Something, people and businesses are losing trust. I went to Google and literally typed this: are we in a trust recession market? And Google, one word, first answer is this: yes. Many analysts, marketing experts, researchers agree that we are currently in the trust recession. Right?
Yeah. I think
And
I think I think trust is so rare in the digital marketing space because marketers ruin everything, right? That's usually what happens.
yeah, exactly. There was a time where, like, literally, you throw a webinar, you pitch a $2,000 offer, you book a call, and then you're closing at 30, 40, 50, 60%. All that thing. Things have changed, right? Now, when
Yeah.
I saw more, I clicked on see more, and I'm like all seeing all these articles. I'm seeing the videos, people posting on YouTube and on Instagram, all these talking everything about it. And I'm like, okay, I can't deny to the fact, but bad news, welcome to the trust recession. It is going on. It is there, whether you accept it or not accept it. But the thing is, what are you going to do in this market still to gain business, still to earn that trust? Now, 5 years ago, as I was saying, attention was enough. Okay. That was 5 years ago. You run ads, get leads, book calls, and close deals. But today, everyone is loud. How much noise that you're seeing on social media platform? Like, you go to YouTube, there was a time, I still remember, when I used to find something related to, maybe I remember one time I was looking for 5-day challenges, like how to set up a proper automation for a 5-day challenge. I could not able to find any video. I'm talking about 2024 itself. Okay. There has been times where you're trying to find something but could not able to find. But now, if you go trying to find something, you will find it here. AI is there, yes, absolutely. So there is no way you can't find answer to anything. If YouTube can't find it, or there is no reel or content, AI will still answer that stuff, right? But you will see that everybody's copying, and a lot of content creators, people are taking birth every single hour, literally, and everyone is loud. There is so much noise already going out there. You will find an answer to your question much faster in today's time, right? So attention is actually cheap. It is cheap at this point. Trust is expensive. I always say this: it's easy to gain views now. You can get 1 million views on something, 2 million views, 3 million views on something, even if you're starting as a fresh creator, within a week, if you're following the right framework. It's easy, but can you make $1 million in a week? Can you get million clients in a week? That is hard to do that. It's hard to get trust in this. Attention, yes, you can get. There are people doom scrolling. They can get you 1 million views, or more than that, 10 million views plus as well. That's why I'm saying it. Attention is actually cheap, but trust is expensive. The sooner you understand, the better it is. So everyone knows trust matters. But here's why most businesses still struggle to get clients. I see it. There are four core reasons, okay, that I've broken down into why most businesses are not able to break that ceiling, just because they are relying on these broken system. Like, first one is random marketing tactics. There is no clear strategy. Everybody is like just randomly posting and guessing. And what's happening in today's time is, like, just because you saw somebody else posting a carousel, you started posting carousel. Somebody saw talking about Claude AI, they are talking about this GHL new feature, everybody is trying to do. And there is, like, literally no clear marketing strategy that is in place. You're just following and copying and mimicking out of other people, modeling after other people. That's the first reason. Second is low value offers, right? Most of the time, everybody's sounding the same again. It's generic. And all of the people who are providing services, even in coaching world, they're trying to compete on the price rather than competing on the right offer. Third reason, no authority positioning. Businesses that are like look like everyone else. As I said, I was giving an example of like YouTube videos. You will see Alex Armuzi here post a YouTube thumbnail. Every other creator is copying out of it. Any ABC person who is like at the peak, they are doing the good stuff. Everybody is just like copy pasting. Every YouTube video is actually looking like that same thing. You might have seen it, right? And that's why I say like it's again copy pasting is happening, modeling is happening, mimicking is happening, but where is the authority positioning? These people who you mimic after, they are already at authority level that they are doing. They have a proper strategy in place. They have a proper offer in place. Fourth thing is manual outreach and follow ups. That's where leads are slipping due to manual chasing. You cannot remember, it's not humanly possible to remember who commented on your post, at which stage of the pipeline that they are in. Are they in cold pipeline? Are they in warm pipeline or hot pipeline? If you're trying to manage everything still like on a Google sheet is like manually, you are already losing a lot of business and you are not sure how to do this and you don't know there is a better way to do these all these outreach. Follow-up still exists. People, you have to remind people now more and more actually about the stuff. As I said, noise is more, right? So these are the four reasons why most businesses, they are like relying on this broken system and not able to scale. Now, based on your business, whatever your business type is, you're a freelancer, agency owner, coaching consultant, course creator, whatever you are selling, look into like what is broken in my business. Am I using random strategies? Am I, my offer is not valuable, my authority is weak, or I'm using everything, I'm doing outreach and manual follow-ups. So you got to look into your business which one is broken. Drop down in the chat as well where you think like, okay, my first pillar is broken, maybe second, maybe third, maybe fourth, maybe all of them. So if it's all of them, just type all of them in the above so that you are agreeing to it, you're confessing it, and then you are like, okay, I got to work on this one at a time, right? Don't try to fix all four. Fix that. What is that strategy I'm going to be implementing for next 90 days? What kind of offer I'm going to be pitching? What kind of authority that I'll be setting up in the space so that people know me by that thing? I want to be known for as what? What is that? What, fill in the blank? And then how you're setting up the system, right? So
Yeah.
whether you have type one, two, three, or four, you know what to work on. Make sure to fix that part first,
And it's very common to have multiple things that are not working, right? So,
right?
like, the way you do one thing is typically the way you do everything, right? So, you may have small, little sporadic things across this four pillars that we're talking about. You may have one random tactic, you may have one offer here, you may have few publications here, or some presentations that are available from your business, and then you may follow up here and there manually. So it's very normal to have 20% of all these things that are
Right,
all broken, right? So don't feel bad. It's a moment of just doing an inventory of where you are at
right.
yourself, right? Like, and that's okay. You have to do that pretty often in business. Every quarter, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and figure out what's not growing, what's moving the needle and not moving the needle.
Absolutely. I call these as reality checkpointers. So if you are sure that if you know that, okay, this is broken, I got to measure this so that I can fix this one thing at a time, you'll be better. It's like improving 1% each day. You'll be 365% better in your business, whatever you are doing, by just improving 1% each day.
Love it.
Yeah. And I see it as when all these things are the problem, they're broken system. In short, there is no demand system that is there. That's why you are trying to chase leads. You are trying to get someone on a call. You are trying to sell yourself stuff. And then you feel like kind of a selfish is like, am I being too, salesy, pitchy, cringy, all that? Because you have not focused on building the right demand system. Okay, the big shift smart businesses make is they stop chasing leads and start creating the demand in their businesses so that clients start coming to them basically instead of they running after them. So I'm going to be introducing and talking about here now the demand creation framework, what right framework that I use in my business to create that demand. Good thing I have done in my business is like I've always been focused on attraction, inbound attraction marketing, where I don't need to run after leads. I don't need to send 20 cold friend requests a day or cold DMs or cold emails. They still work. There are people who are running their entire business on that. But it's your personal preference. I feel it like I want to create enough demand in the market so that leads are coming to me. They are texting me. I feel really like sometimes it brings me a smile on my face is like when I see people in my DM are sending me question mark. They're like, Sahil, you have not replied back to my last message. I asked you for this thing, you have not replied back. And I'm like, I've seen people who does the opposite. They are replying their question. Where are you? Why are you not replying? Or I'm waiting for your reply. They send all this thing. I'm like, just because I've set up the right demand in the system, now they are waiting for my message. They are waiting for the next stuff to ask for me rather than me trying to chase them. It's again a personal preference, how you want to set it up your business as. Both the things work. How do you want to see that you are fitting into this bucket, and choose your bucket wisely, because it's going to go long term. It's not something one day that you're doing. If we are building that whole thing, if you're happy like Sahil, I'm an introvert, I don't like to show my face, I don't like to create videos and all, I'm okay with sending 100 emails a day, then do that. Maybe that's for you. Okay? But for the long term, even like you're going to reach at a stage where personal branding comes into the picture. And I think that's what I've seen at a scale. There is a scale is like you can scale up to this level, but then you will see that your profit margins shrink just because you have not built up enough personal brand. And then most of the time people focus on start coming to the personal brand. So again, you want to do it now or you want to do it later, but I'm going to be sharing here my exact demand creation framework, what it is and what are the elements that includes. Now, it is a 5-step system to attract clients automatically. The number one thing is authority positioning that makes you the obvious choice for someone, for your leads or prospects. High converting offers ecosystem where you can create revenue desire. Authority content engine where you build trust with the right type of authoritative content. I'll be showing you some examples. Automated nurture system that nurtures your leads and prospects. And then conversion system that turns interest into paid clients, not just leads or prospects. Okay. So now again, you have to see one by one, where is the stuff that is leaking on your side. Is it the positioning that is broken, or the ecosystem, the offer ecosystem that it is, or maybe I'm not posting the right authoritative content, or my nurturing is broken, or I don't have a conversion system. So you have to see which one do you need to work on. So starting with the first one is the authority positioning that makes you the obvious choice. Now, check out this. Like this is a Facebook cover of like a business, basically, someone, person running a business. If you see the cover that says that our digital marketing services can do more than just digital marketing, planning, total marketing services, digital strategy, ABC, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Okay, this person is providing one-stop shop for digital marketing services, but for who? Who is the person that he's trying to help? What is the outcome I can expect out of this digital marketing services? It's like so many unclear stuff, and there is like literally there was no image of this person as well on the cover so that I can build the instant trust, right? Second part, I'll show you some few of the examples, like good people in business, how to make money online. Again, who you're helping to make money, and this is just a random Google quote somebody copy pasted, like good people in business. Third one, like look at this, relationship coach, but relationship coach for who? Are you helping people like men's? Are you a relationship coach for a men, woman, people above 40, people below? What exactly who you are becoming the relationship coach for? And even like their cover is so unprofessional, and it's like broken, trimmed down, a cropped version. I cannot even see the full thing. And I can show you so many of them. Like this guy says SEO. Again, SEO for who? Where is the authority? There is no cover picture image, there is nothing, no element of it. If I ask you, how many of you would you want to do a business with any of these people? Would you want to pay even $10, $20, $50 to these people, all these people that I just showed you? You're going to come across their profile, and listen to, they're doing all their business on social media, they're using their Facebook to get clients, and you can see how their Facebook covers are. What is missing, right away? There are few of the broken things. Reason why you aren't gonna do a business with them. Few reasons. There's like they sound like everyone else. Hey, I have a one-stop shop for everything. I can do this. I can do run paid ads. I can design funnels as well. I can take care of your automations. I can take care of your designing. Everything. Everybody's trying to just like sound like everyone. They're trying to do everything. They're selling services, not outcomes. Like you might have seen people pitching, coming in your DM and pitching, hey, I can get you automation, I can do the funnels, I can do this, blah blah blah, at just $497. They're trying to sell their services and not even telling me what is that I can build out of it. Why do I need GHL? Why do I need automation? Why do I need this service? What will happen if I start putting up automated nurturing system? All they are thinking, I don't know which school they come from. They are like just trying to pitch their services like we can do 10 services only for $497. Somebody might say yes to them. Person who is a beginner, they don't know a lot about these things, they might get intrigued and like, oh wow, I'm getting 10 things only at $500, whereas my funnel designer was charging me $3000. But that is a wrong approach. Is like, first of all, it's not going to bring outcomes, it's going to build a wrong business. Even for the business owner who is doing that, they won't be happy at the end of the day just because they are trying to sell through wrong approach, right? They try to serve everyone, just like as I said, they are trying to do everything to for everyone, and their profile creates more confusion rather than more clarity. You guys, I just showed you all of these things are not creating clarity, it's all creating confusion in mind. Who is it for, what do they do, what outcome I can expect, who they are serving, all that. Okay.
Sahil, I have a question for you, and I know this is not part of the presentation or this is not the focus of what you're teaching. In reverse, as a marketing provider, do you like professionals that are just that have, 10 different offers and they're just kind of an expert of everything? Or do you like the folks that are just a specializer of just like one thing?
Specialist, in one word. Unless or until they have a business where they have like an agency where if they are still connecting with me as expert in that particular branch, in that, like there are people running all in all agencies. First of all, that I would be able to look into their, like, what is the first look I'll see at their social media? Hey, send me your portfolio or send me your profile link, whatever it is. Most of the time people don't have their portfolios ready. I've seen it, like
Yeah.
they send me this ugly Canva doc and or the Google doc, and I'm like, how can I trust you first right away? And you're asking me for $5,000. Second thing, I go into like, okay, when even they send me the portfolio and all, and it's like in the sections you would have seen like our marketing head for ads is this person, our marketing head for this Google ads is this person. So I know that they have the heads of each department. My trust is better with these people still,
Yeah.
rather than one person trying to do again everything
Everything.
over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I go with the approach of layers, like, okay, what their onboarding process looks like, how are they even before even bringing me on a call, what are the things that they are doing? Are they sending me automated emails? Are they sending me some reminder emails and all? Are they sending me some client case studies and proofs of that? Because I'm seeing that what they're doing for their business, because then only I can trust them to do something for my business. Simple. So even if you have a business where you're providing one-stop shop, first of all, make your home like this is your home basically. Consider it as, let's say you meet someone outside and you are like, hey, come to my home, and that person just visit your home, and your home is like all mess, like everything is everywhere and all. That person will gonna step in and they're gonna look at your home, they'll be like, did I even make the right decision to come at this place? Like, what is this guy all about? Right, first impression is not good. And that's what is your social media. If the first impression good, you are losing. Now that person, you might be interested in making a long-term friend with that, but just because the impression was so wrong and all, that person is like, okay, I'll see you next time. And they will, like, most of the time chances are like, they'll be, I don't wanna, even
Yeah.
be friends with this person. So
Makes
at
sense.
least get your home ready and portfolio. If you don't have, especially when you're providing service, you are missing a lot of stuff. That is the reason people start ghosting you. It's not like they don't want to, it's like you have done something wrong. Yes, you're missing out a major piece in that. And now you are just trying to follow up with 100 people and saying nobody's replying, or I only got 2 or 3 replies. But what was broken? Did you look at that? Why didn't they reply? Like, I'm a big fan of doing surveys and all whenever I host an event. That's where I get the real data. So collect the real data basically, so that you don't
Got
end
it.
up becoming sounding like everyone else or and all. And best critiques, your best people are your these leads, prospects, and customers. They can tell you exactly why they are not interested. Even somebody has done a business with you, why they are not re-signing it with you, why they are not renewing with you or continuing with you. They will give you the exact data if you ask them. And most of the time, the problem is we hesitate to ask. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, just
Makes
wipe off.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I go with this approach. Like, people don't actually hire the best; they hire the most clear and trusted ones. Your offer, your positioning, your authority, that is should be clear, and that's where the trust comes in. And I when I said that I go with a simple approach, even if you're doing everything like in a simple but step by step, is like there is a sequence or order for it, you will see signing clients much better, right? So yeah, that's what it is. And authority comes from the clarity. If you are want to be an authoritative person, you have to be clear upfront on that. This is the article that one of my good friends, Ash, he published this magazine. Dan Kennedy was on the front page, and I published one of my articles called the Authority Formula. There I talked about into that one into one is like one niche, one offer, one funnel. So if you guys are interested to look at that article, there is no opt-in. This is the link for that article. You can it can simply take you to that magazine. You no need to type anything, name, email, and all, and you will be able to read that. Go through that article. That's where I went deep dive into that. What is that authority formula looks like? One into one niche, one funnel, one offer. Okay. Now I want you to all do this 5-second authority test. Everyone who is listening, watching us at this moment, whether on live or whether on replay, I want to make sure that you do this 5-second authority test. What it is, it's really simple, three questions that you need to ask, or you need to first ask yourself about your business. If someone lands on your profile or on your offer that you're doing, can they answer these three things? Who this specifically for? Your profile or your offer, who this is specifically for. Second is what painful problem that you are eliminating. Third thing is like what measurable outcome you deliver through that. Painful problem, you can even change it to what desire, what result can you help someone bring. But painful problems are always better. And then third one, what measurable outcome can you deliver. If you are not having any of these, you are losing trust. And these are just three simple questions: who this is for, what problem I solve or eliminate, and then what measurable outcome can I deliver. Like, I'll show you an example. This is one of my Facebook cover. So if you see that right at the top, it says coaches, service providers, and agency owners. That's like I'm calling out the audience. Who is it for? Make 100K. That is like an outcome, the result that I'm providing them on fast track through reverse organic marketing. So I have this proprietary unique framework which is called reverse organic, where I don't do organic, because a lot of time people think organic is all about sending cold DMs and friend requests and all that. I do reverse approaches, like how can you become a magnet and do the attraction inbound marketing. So that's what the approach is of reverse organic marketing. I developed this framework, and that's what is my unique mechanism or method. So who do I help? What do I help them do? And what is my unique method? How do I help them do? And then there is some authorities like 7-figure plus in client results, join our Facebook group and all this. And like most important thing, I have my picture in the center. Right away, somebody looks at this cover. That's the first thing somebody gets from the Facebook profile or whatever you are using, whatever platform you are using for your social media or for your business. Look into that. Okay, is it giving the clarity or is it creating more confusion? Am I making things super clear at the front so that at least my banner passed this test and then I go to the next one? Okay. And it comes to boils down to your offers as well, not just to your banners and all. So the three questions that I gave you is like who this specifically for, what painful problem, and measurable outcome. You gotta do this 5-second authority test and ask genuinely yourself right now, looking at your profile or offer, are they passing this test? Most of the time you'll be like, Sahil, actually no, I just try to make stuff fancy, I just try to add a lot of stuff. But it's like, even if I look at my offer or a page or profile, whatever it is, or your that you're selling proposal, if in within 5 seconds you are not able to see what, who is it for and what problem and what measurable outcome, right away you know that what needs to be get fixed. So all of you, I want you to do this as a homework after this session. 5-second test on all your profiles, all your offers, in your bios, intros, wherever you are, the front thing that people see when they come or interact with you. Okay, there are some examples here I'm going to give for people. A lot of you are using GHL, freelancers, agency owners, and all. So let's say you're a graphic designer. A lot of time people go with this approach. I design funnels and websites graphics, or I do logos. That is just being a generalist approach. If you want to be an authority, go with something like this. Hey, I help you boost your sales or conversions through premium branding. You are still doing same graphic designing, mockups, logos, website, whatever you are doing, but you are naming it as like, I help. Even you can define you. Who is this you? I help coaches boost their sales and conversions, or I help real estate people. I help insurance advisor, whatever your niche is, boost your sales and conversions through premium branding. Okay, you're still doing that in the graphics. If you're a video editor, don't just say I edit or make reels, videos or make reels. That is again, you're being a generalist. Being an authority is like, I help your brand goes viral through visual content. If it's not goes viral, find out like what is that your brand does or your offer does for them. Is your brand promising even like, I get you to million views through visual content or through short form content, whatever it is. Try to go little exaggerate or expand on what you are doing, so that people are like, this person is actually talking to me, because their who is clear. They are actually talking about my problem. Maybe like they are stuck at you are taking someone's dead account, or somebody that they are posting consistently, but they're not still able to get views, or they're not still able to get any inquiries for their business. Okay, you know that their dead Instagram, you go something like, I help coaches turn their dead Instagram account into cash machine through our, and then you fill out your method. What is that? Your method, your unique framework that you have. Okay.
Quick question for you, Sahil. So when
Yeah.
you say profile, um, does it have to be synchronized across all my social media profiles, or is it just one account? Like, let's say accountants are very active on LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
do I just only do LinkedIn, or does it make sense for me to do all my socials in general?
I no. Okay. So it depends on two factors. First is this: always master first platform, one platform. If you have not mastered that, it doesn't make sense to go omnipresent. Provided you are, now that leads to my second point, is like, you have a business where you have different departments for each thing. Again, it's like, if you're not a one solopreneur in your business, and somebody's taking care of content, somebody's doing copywriting, somebody's doing strategy, somebody's doing market research and all that, then yes, you can utilize all those resources and do the omnipresent thing, the multiple resources. But again, don't do it until or unless you have cracked one platform. Because is this, it's a science and art, Paul. You know that is like, once you understand one platform, you're like, okay, now I got the context. It's like strategy is
Yeah,
clear, or fundamentals are clear. Now it's just the different algorithms now changes with the different platform. So algorithms you can comply with, you can do that, but overall strategy, you understood it. People fail, I think, when they're trying to master everything without mastering one. I, for the long term, I was only doing Facebook for like 3 years. I think for 3 years, a lot of people recommended me, hey, build your email list, build your Instagram, do that. I was doing a job at that time, full time job. I ran my business 3 years along with my 9 to 5. Like it was 7 to 10 actually, Monday to Friday. And I'm like, even if I do that, I would not gonna have time to manage this. I was a solopreneur, didn't have a team, didn't have a, was not even doing full time business. I'm like, I can go with these people approach, but I don't have time. I'd rather decided, it was a little risky decision. I decided to stick with Facebook, built my literally 7 figures all through Facebook. Now a lot of people will be like, how can it be possible? Yes, when you master one thing, all the authority is in one place. I remember like people used to text me like, Sahil, when are you dropping your next post? I'm like, crazy. That's what happens. People are waiting for your content even to come up in that. So master, to answer your question, Paul, I think it's better to first master one, and then see, now you understand the framework and the fundamentals, then you can apply to other platforms.
makes sense.
Yeah. So yes, coming back to the point, now another example: if you're a copywriter, content creator, just don't just say I write website or funnel copies. Go with like, I'm a brand strategist, I not only write compelling copies but also develop a strategic approach to build and enhance a brand's identity. Okay, all these statements are turning you from generalist to authority. You have to just fill out like, who's this for, again, all those three things basically. But don't just say that when you go to events, when you meet people, when you are even like going in chat with people, somebody says, hey, what do you do basically, and don't just say, I design funnels or I write copy. And right away you are just being putting yourself into a generalist. They are like, okay, there are a lot of other copywriters, other funnel designers or ad people, etc., etc. So that was like how you set up your authority, positioning yourself in the right way so that you become the obvious choice for people. Second thing, in the second step, is it's a high converting offer ecosystem. Now I I put this into three steps of the ladder. First, I call first offer as micro offers or low ticket offers or front end offers, you call it as, then core offer, then invite only offer. Micro offers are trust accelerator, which is helping your leads to gain trust in you. And you are doing those $7, $17, 27, anything below $97 basically, which is like impulse decision. People can buy it for a good range. If you're doing paid ads, nine seven to $3 to $49 is the best bracket. I've been testing a lot of my micro offers, working amazingly. Like every single hour Stripe notification is popping up. And that is for the first thing, is like I don't want to collect leads and prospects. I'm more interested in paid buyers. Somebody's paying through their wallets or credit cards and getting into my ecosystem. So micro offers does that. It accelerates the trust in your brand. Second is revenue engine. The core offers, these are responsible for your main revenue of the business. You cannot just like, it's hard to get dependent only on micro offers unless or until you are playing the volume game. There are a lot of low ticket people who have built their 7-8 figures just by selling low ticket. They have their whole funnel dialed down and all that. But it's good to have a core offer that covers up your most of the monthly income or revenue. Third is the invite only offer, which is like more of for leverage and positioning. I'll go step by step and we'll give you some examples and frameworks how you design that. Now, based on your business, everyone's business is different, so choose which one makes sense. Micro offer, as I said, their role is to accelerate the trust. They are low risk, easy entry offer, builds trust fast because you should prove. It's like you're showing your proof of expertise through a simple thing. It can be one like selling of Google Doc, simple PDF, or simple ebook, or simple 10-minute video, all that, which shows that you're proof of expertise. It qualifies buyers, attracts only serious prospects. Again, rather than filling your list with pipeline with your leads or prospects, better to get paid buyers. They are not for revenue. They are focused on trust first. Okay, so don't mislead it. Don't like some people I've seen it. They are like, Sal, I've been running low ticket funnel and I'm making $2,000 a month. I'm like, what is your low ticket offer? $7. I'm like, it makes sense. Why you're only making $2,000 a month by running a 7,000? And that is also a good thing that you're doing. Just because you don't have maybe a core offer or invite only, that's why you are stuck into that ceiling. A great micro offer may make revenue, as I said, but its real job is to qualify your people and accelerate the trust. That's what it does. I'll give you some examples, show you that. Like this is one of the ebooks, Dream Client Secrets. It all talks about how you set up your Facebook profile to get dream clients. And then we have this DM Bible, how to book calls like a pro. Okay, these are two micro offers. Like this is also one of the micro offer where I'm selling my GHL templates of something plug and play funnel templates. And this offer is of $67 that I'm selling on one of my funnels. People are literally buying this Google sheet. It has the links, some templates, plug and play, and all. There is this course, that first course that I built on. It still exists on YouTube, unlisted video, and people bought this course at $297 and $397. 2020, I'm talking about, and all was hosted in that. And I'm just selling the recordings of those that I sold. Another thing, I'm like literally taking the recordings of trainings you have done or any 5-day challenge and all, put them in a Google Sheet, simple, mark them day 1 training, day 2. Somebody can get this Google Doc for $37, $47, or $97. Boom, you have a micro offer. Okay, so these are like different examples. You can sell ebooks, PDF courses, mini courses, and all that. Core offer is basically the main revenue engine where it brings revenue to your business, monthly income. Here you are bringing clear transformation where you're solving one core problem deeply of someone. Again, don't try to be, if you're a solopreneur especially, don't try to be expert in everything. Be clear and like, I solved this one core problem, whatever it is. You're fixing ads, you are making funnels better, you are doing SEO, helping people to come rank in the first top 10 of the Google page, whatever it is. Just make sure it's a clear transformation. It should have a structured delivery, repeatable system, not random effort. So it's like you should be able to set up your business where you can have clients coming into your core offer every single day. You don't need to, don't a lot of time people do cohort batches, like 3 months batch, 6 months batch. I won't suggest those people is like make it evergreen, so that yes, once the portal is ready, it's evergreen. Somebody can join it today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, anytime of that as well. So make sure your delivery is repeatable system, not just random effort. Scalable model grows revenue without burning you out. One time setup, it's done. Whether it's weekly calls, whatever you are doing, coaching or consulting or course, the selling of services, whatever it should be scalable. After a certain point, even if you see when you work with enough businesses, you feel like there are actually 7 to 10 problems every business goes through, right? People have lead problem, people have nurturing problem, people have conversion problem, people have scaling problem, retention problem, renewal problem. All these are like, again, if you boil them all together, 5 or 7 maximum. Once you have worked with enough businesses, you know that I can scale this model and I can grow my revenue, because now you have templatized version of everything. You can give it to you. That comes from your all your experience and time that you have already spent. Primary revenue driver, it should be like a main income engine of the business. After the micro offer, that should be like the ladder, you climb them up. And if your core offer needs explaining a lot, over explaining, you know that it's already leaking demand. You gotta fix why people from my micro offer are not coming to my core offer. What is leaking? What is, why people are always confused, why they're not understanding. Most of the time it's just the linking, the sequencing of that. Is like, are you not solving the same problem what you promised in micro offer in the core offer as well? Chances are.
So I got a question for you on the pricing on this. So is it from a micro offer versus core offer? Is there a certain price point that you use to divide them up, or are the micro offers basically like lead magnets and they're free resources, or like is there a, help us understand kind of the wall of pricing here?
Yeah, so I go with the approach. Okay, let's do this thing. I actually have a screenshot. I shared that in my masterclass that I did like a day before. I'll share that screen. It is like an entire ecosystem. Glad you asked this, Paul. I think a lot of people get confused. It's like, am I only need to send core offer, or sorry, the micro offer or core, how it will lead from one to another. I have built up this entire ecosystem. So this goes like this. 1 second. I'm gonna reshare my screen. I think it will give in a lot of clarity for other people. So is my screen visible again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I call this as $1 million ecosystem, the entire thing. So if you see the pricing, what you asked me, they are here. So micro offer usually like $3 to $97 or $49 if you're doing paid ads. Order bumps, same as micro offer you can do, or 1.5 times of micro offer. Upsell usually 97 to $197. Upsell one, upsell two, 297, 497, and then you have downsells. I call this as low ticket funnels. These are like vertical funnels basically. Then you have this offer like sweet spot offer or core offer. These are all high ticket funnels or horizontal funnels. Sweet spot offer is like $1,000 to $2,000 range, or core offer, you can name it as. Even you can put your high ticket offer as your core offer. Some people don't have a sweet spot offer. Some people, like right from here, they sell their $5,000 offer. So then your high ticket offer becomes your core offer. Okay, that is $5,000 and more. And then you have a super high ticket, inner circle, masterminds, long term mentorships, $20,000 plus more and all. That way you have the entire ecosystem built up. You see that my vertical funnels are all dialed in. Now what is my core offer? What is my next step invite only offer that I'm going to be discussing next? Does it make
Makes
sense?
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And one thing that I'm observing here is like there's a big difference between providing products versus providing services, right?
Yeah.
So in the low ticket funnels, the last thing you want to do is offer up a lot of your hours and
Right.
services, and you're exhausting, like it's like laborious. Like you don't want these micro offers to be laborious for
Right.
yourself, right? You want it to be, it needs to be like a buffet where they're self-managing even without any person involved. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. Yes. This is one time build, setting up the system, and then system does all that stuff. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to show them one of the offers that I'm currently running ads on, completely hands off. Like anytime I look at my phone, new Stripe notification pops up. It's like doing all that because, again, I'm popping money on ads and it's doing that stuff. But you're right. It is something which you set up, no delivery, no headache, one time setup. And so many examples I showed how you can do that. And they are all, if you have the entire snapshot with you, automations, emails, what goes, like if somebody buys the front end, not picking up your one time offer, what email sequence goes there, and all that. So I'll give you the entire snapshot. So people who are watching and listening, like, stick till the end, you will get that. And I'll show you my
Make
one of
sure.
the ugliest, I call it as ugliest offer that I'm running. It's a really interesting concept. When I'll go to that, I'll share that.
Okay, sounds good. Let's keep going.
Yes. So yes. So the core offers, these are the elements that exist in the core offer. Now, how do you package your core offer product? Like if you're a coach consultant, simple is like decide on like what type of coaching you're offering or consulting you're offering. Is it group or one-on-one? time period. Is it 12 weeks program, 6 months, 1 year? Type of community, are you giving them Telegram, Discord, Facebook group, school, chat, whatever it is? And bonus, like the one-on-one 90-minute session with you, trackers are done for you system you can give them. And you don't need 50 things in the core product offer. You don't need 100 video trainings. I go with this, like if somebody can hit their goals by watching 5 videos, why do they want to watch 50 videos? It's a matter of like how fast are you helping someone to achieve their goal. And that is actually why people are paying you more, because they are not paying you for more information. That era has gone, that is gone. Like with AI and all, everything is so fast. People are like, how can I get faster result? That's the reason they are paying for your core offer. People have this misconception, now I need to add 50 more things to my core offer so that people can now pay me $5,000. That's the biggest myth people have. You actually have to you actually have to sell the uh, less stuff so that people can actually implement those 5 or 6 steps and can get the same result. Now my one of my program is called Figure Accelerator, and I've broken down into like 6 steps to 6 figures. Why do I need to say 60 steps to 6 figures? Nobody will buy that even. So it's better to how do you condense or package or name it so that people know, okay, these 6 things only I need to focus on and I'll get my result. Boom. How do you package if you're a freelancer or service provider? Like depends on the type of gig that you are selling. I always advise sell packages instead of independent services. Like don't just sell I do logo designing. Sell like a premium branding package. That is better. Time of sorry, it should be like package the what type of package, not time packages. Type of packages. Baseline package like $1,000, gold package 1 to 5, platinum package, like we all know that. Name it according to you, whatever different levels you have, but with clear end result. And then type of like service, like I prefer to give like retainer service. Again, it's better for you not to start your month with zero. Better for client, they don't need to go for different providers all the time. They're sticking with you. You should have different phases, like phase one is this, phase two is this, phase three is this. When a client comes to you, is like for next 30 days we are working on phase 1, 60 to 90 days we're going to work on phase 2 and all, so that you can retain these people, right? Not just looking for clients every single month and you have to start your month with zero. It's better to do that. Now you have done for you templates like vault, unlimited, you can offer them all these things, unlimited revisions and all that. When you work with enough people, you have templatized version of everything. Sell your vault, sell your rolodex, like so many things that you can do in your core product when you're packaging that. If you're an ad person, like this is a perfect example. A lot of time what people do is like, oh, I run paid ads. But do you just run paid ads? What like you do so many things at the back end that you don't even talk to your clients or say to your prospects or leads. Don't just say I just run ads. Like, aren't you doing market research? You are. Aren't you doing competitors research? You are. Aren't you doing the weekly stats of for them to make sure they understand the data and tracking? Done for you creatives, you are doing. Like you can package yourself. I can add so many other things over here. You just look into like, as an ad person, what exactly I'm doing actually for my clients, and then you'll be like, oh, I didn't realize I'm doing 10 things for them. But on the front end, you are just saying I do paid ads. It's hard for you just to say paid ads and somebody and charge $3,000 a month. You have to tell them what goes behind the same. You are working 16 to 18 hours a day, but you're not telling your clients, you're not explaining them what goes behind the scene even to set up an ad, how many things you have to do before that. So these are the stuff that you unpackage and then show them like, these are all the stuff that we are doing, and that's why we are charging this much for our, and this is our one of the core offers. You can give them free strategy session, unlimited revisions, access to your asset library, templates, swipe files, tutorials, etc., etc. Similar, if you're a funnel designer, don't just say I design funnels. You are working on their offers as well. Like how many time you have seen people like bringing you worst offer and they are like, I want a high converting funnel, and right away you're looking at you're like, this is not going to convert. Your offer is broken. It doesn't make sense. Why would somebody buy this offer? Like you are becoming an offer strategist as well. You are doing copywriting for them. You're doing market research, competitor research, branding, color palette, email, backend tech, strategy, weekly stats, done for you creatives, unlimited revision for 30 days. You can do like all these bonuses that you're doing. Now you're just being not a generalist, a funnel designer. You're becoming a premium one. You're setting up yourself, your offers in the way you're packaging it and showing it to the people. This is all it goes through. Now, even if you quantify each item at $100, now you say there are what 10, 12 things, that itself is like $1,200. And a lot of time people are still waiting for their first $500 funnel client as well. I know. So it depends upon how you package them. Like this is an example of our one of the offers. It's a core offer, micro offer accelerator. $1,500 we sell this for. How to build, launch, and scale a micro offer funnel in the next 90 days that turns cold traffic into paid buyers without sales calls, DMs, and endless. All I teach about in there is traffic, the ecosystem that I showed you, the low ticket funnels that I teach them in this program. Now, invite only offer, it is more for leverage and positioning. It's like where you are giving more proximity access, direct access to you or your highest level of support. Speed and precision, people are paying you more for faster results. Positioning driver, like it elevates your authority and market perception as well. When you go on a call and somebody says how many packages you have, and when you say, oh, we have $1,000 package and $2,000 package or $3,000 package, that is, you're not elevating your authority and market perception. You know, all of you know the concept of anchoring. Always anchor it like, okay, there is one offer that you all, again, all of you listening it, all of you should have one offer in your pocket, even keep it in back pocket maybe, where you can say, okay, I have that $10,000 offer as well. Craft it, decode it, like whatever the elements that you're going to be adding in those offers. Even if somebody is not buying it, keep in your back pocket. I guarantee every one of you here, within 90 days, less than 90 days, you'll be able to sell one, at least one of them. Even if you're not able to sell one of them, that's like hard case, because if you're talking a lot about it, there is always curious buyers. It's like, okay, tell me about $10,000 package, what does that comes with? But it's still good for your anchoring it, that I do have this, but for you, we are starting with a core package of $2,000. Now people are seeing the drop from $10,000 to 2,000. Like, if they cannot invest $10,000, okay, I can start with $2,000 at least. So that's good for your elevating authority, market perception that I'm saying. So keep it in your back pocket. If you don't have today, anyone listening, watching, $10,000 in your pocket or more than that, if you have a $10,000, add a $25,000 offer. And don't just make up, like literally sit, craft it. What would somebody pay to solve their $25,000 pain? How you can charge that $25,000? And now some people might be like, no, people don't pay for that. Like, are you sure? Like in your niche, you don't know anybody who's charging $25,000. You would be able to name 5 people right out of the gate here. You
Yeah.
know that people are
So,
charging.
so what you're saying is having a high ticket offer often could be used as a marketing tactic to show a differentiation among all your offers.
Exactly. And it's just the limiting belief people have, Paul, that nobody will buy $25,000 offer for me, or my market never pays this much. Because I, like, as an Indian, I know my background, all the people, like, I have most Indian community in my coaching and all. That was the first thing I told to my coach. First time I sat on a call with him, 2023, 2022. I'm like, he's like, we will design your $25,000 offer. I literally laugh at that call. I'm like, bro, all my people are from India. You know how much money it becomes in India currency? 25,000. Nobody's going to paying me that money. You'd be amazed, Paul. I sold 2 spots in less than 15 days of that offer. I was mind blown. Like, how does this happen? And the only reason I was not, there is this thing I learned from Myron Golden. He talks about it. Is like the only offer that you're not able to sell is the one that you haven't created yet. The only offer that you are not able to sell is the one that you haven't created yet. If you create that offer, keep in your pocket, you will see people asking and showing interest and eventually
Yeah.
buying.
So what you're saying is like your offer is a reflection of your own mindset about your own business.
Kind of, yeah. It's like how you perceive your business. Yes, it's a perception point. And
Right.
sometimes you need a mentor or a coach who can break that limiting belief for you.
Sure.
It's like, you can do this, let's craft it together. And a person coming from their experience, they add up to that. You are like, yeah, actually, it is not that difficult. Like, even if today somebody is selling $5,000 for 90-day package, I'm just taking a random example here. Can you sell the entire annual service for $25,000? He'll be, yeah, that's not difficult. Okay, so you have a $25,000 offer. It's just like you never looked at through that lens.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's last thing, it's over here. They are earned, not sold most of the time. It's like you're reserving those for proven and serious clients only. Like my 2 clients that I sold $25,000 offer, they were already in my core offer. I told them, like, my pitch was simple. I'm like, hey, how much we are making every month? They're like, okay, I'm making $8,000 to $10,000. Okay, do you want to get to the point where you can start making $20,000 to $25,000 a month? I'm like, heck yeah. How does that happen? I was like, what if I work with you for entire year and I help you to reach at that level? Personally, I'm gonna give you more one-on-one access. Close, you will get my WhatsApp number. Every conversation, every deal that you are closing, you have to tell me on the WhatsApp. I'll support you on the chat, and we will reach there at the point. And then, okay, oh, that's interesting. How much it is? I'm like, my pitch was this, like little pitch. It's gonna charge you one time $25,000 to learn how to make $25,000 every month. Are you up for it? Okay. The mind wheels goes like, okay, it's interesting. I need to pay one time $25,000 to learn how to make $25,000 every month. Math is mathing. Technically, logically, it makes sense. If they reach at the point where they can make this kind of money and I can help them, they are paying me one time again. Same for your clients or the businesses. Look at that. Can you help them to add extra income their business and all? Most of the time, it's just like, as a service provider, mostly what happens is people are hesitant. They are like, I'm not their coach. Who am I to suggest them or my clients? Your clients are also running a business. They are human at the end of the day. They make mistakes. They learn from their mistakes. If you go as a consultant, you tell them, hey, we can do actually this or implement this thing in your business, and it can 5x your revenue or 10x or whatever, 2x, even 3x, and I will only charge a small amount of it. Would you be up for this? Nobody says no. It's just about how you are reaching out to that and how you're closing that. So I just shared my personal experience, how I did that. Two of the best clients I did, like one client made $43,000 in few days only. We did a launch and I helped him like crazy with the launch. I was mind blown. I'm like, I helped him make $43,000. He only paid me 25,000. And I have like 11 months to go with him now. So I felt I undercharged. Okay. So this is one of the examples of how you sell your invite only offer. I use this concept called one sheeter offer, where like literally this is my elite coaching package that I offer to people. What do you get? You get all these deliverables, six-figure training, weekly calls, access to me, monthly one-on-one with the team, 24 by 5 WhatsApp support, mastermind events, how this works, and then the breaking down the entire process and whatever the goals are for us, like scale to six figures and beyond, streamline your business, etc., etc. Like this is super clear without a funnel using one sheet of Google Doc. I'm pitching my $25,000 offer. That's like you're doing it with my elite clients, the people who are already winning. Most of the time you test it with them because they are already your best clients, and then you sell it in market as well. So I did not publicly talk about it unless I sold few of them to my existing clients. So that's also a thing. Okay. So like these are the examples. Six figure elite club, we have this invite only offer. Mastermind event that we did again was our invite only offer. This, with all this concept, what you learned, I'll say with this, most people don't have an offer problem. They have a sequencing problem actually. Now listen to me carefully. What is this? Like what most of the people try to do is they sell before trust, they scale before clarity, and they add before simplify. Most of the time they don't have a micro offers that can build the trust. They don't they don't have a clarity on core offers that can help them scale, and they're just adding more before they simplifying the entire stuff. So fix your sequence and your offers will start converting. You will see that. You have to see which one is broken. My trust is not building up, or the clarity is not there, or simplification is not there in the business. Now that leads me to the third thing: authority content engine. Rest of the things are really simple now. First two were the most important one: positioning yourself and then having a right ecosystem. Authority content engine, five types of authority content that I usually recommend to post when you're posting on social media. Number one, opinionated content, belief shifting, thoughtful leadership, proof led content, and framework driven. Take a screenshot of it if you want. Opinionated, belief shifting, thoughtful leadership, proof led, and framework driven. So, opinionated content is like where you're putting your strong points of view, calling out bad advices in your industry, taking a side when others stay neutral, like saying what should not be done. This is the problem. Like, there, you just don't be. Most of the time people are like soft and vanilla in their content, and they are just like, I don't want to raise that point, my clients will get pissed off, or this person will see that will happen, and all these are all the made up or limiting beliefs that you have in mind. In today's time, if you have to stand out among the competition, you should have a strong point of view on something. You should call out the bad advice in your industry. If somebody is saying that this works, this doesn't, and then you are like, no, actually both of them works because of this, you put your point of view to that, and you're taking a side when others stays neutral. That is what's gonna help you to become a leader. Is like through this opinionated content, that's where your authority is enhancing. Okay, and saying what should not be done, calling out the stuff that if people are doing, let's say your client is saying, oh, I'm trying to do this and all, and then you know that it's not gonna work, say that on the face. They might not be happy for a moment, but then they will be thanking you. That glad you saved their time, the hustle, the energy that they were about to spend on that particular thing. Say that what should not be done if you know that part. Belief shifting content is like where you are challenging common assumptions of people. Like just like an example, Paul asked me that about is like people where I talked about like I had this limiting belief of like I cannot sell $25,000 offer, right? That was my assumption in the mind or the belief that I had, limiting belief. Here you are like challenging common assumptions of people. When people says paid ads are not scalable and you are doing paid ad services, talk about is like people assume this stuff and you are challenging those assumptions over there through your pieces of content, through reels, post, written content, whatever you're doing. You are reframing the real problem over here, breaking myths for your market beliefs. This is the most common. A lot of time there are myths in the market, and you know, while working with clients, a lot of time people have told you those myths, and you know that they are not right. They are the myths of people, and then you've broken them over the time. But did you post that on social media? Did you talk about it in public? That's what belief shifting content is. You are
Yeah.
introducing a new mental model, just like I'm here right now giving you all the mental model for that, how you set up authority, position your offers, and then basically close clients without sales calls. I'm literally introducing a new mental model in the mind of people that hey, it can be done without sales calls.
Yeah. And I think the one of the things that I always observe is that you can't just take a side or an opinion or create content just to have engagement. Like a lot of
Yeah.
marketers, they just click and they create these fancy subject lines or headlines, and then like you can't have a fancy headline without substance.
Right.
Right.
That's so
So,
right.
so it's okay to not have an opinion until you have substance and you've done your research, and
Exactly.
like don't just jump into the gun into the party without like having a lot of depth
Yeah.
in what your opinion really is. Because
Yeah.
if you do the opposite, then it's like say you're crying wolf all the time as soon as a big news channel happens,
Right.
right? And then you lose authority as well. It could work against you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so right. And I'll add one more thing on top of that. People, we all are working in this as an entrepreneur. We are dealing with clients, we are going on sales calls, we are learning or seeing something. Most of the time it's like we are ignoring, or it's like just like okay, I got that, and then it's sitting in your mind. You know that something can be raised, but just because you're not putting out or presenting it in the form of piece of content, it's still with you. Every hour, if you track your hour, you will see that last hour you went on a Zoom call with someone, and there were three things that you got out of that Zoom call. That is where you start collecting. What Paul said is like you are collecting the context of it. Now you have a like something to say because of that. Okay, you went on a Zoom call, this happened, that's what you said, and that was the outcome of it, particular thing. Now you are saying with the proof, not just saying in the air. So don't make up stuff. That's like, yes, this big disclaimer over here. Don't make up stuff, but learn from your daily experiences, learn from whatever you are doing. Don't let it sit in your head. 7 days later, you will forget all that. Like, have a habit of scribbling on the notes. Like, this happened on that call, or this I learned from that person, and all. And we all learn throughout the day. It's just a matter of like, are we presenting it upfront or not? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're gonna just so you guys know, we're gonna rapid fire here in the last 2 points.
Yeah.
But as your comments are coming in, we're paying attention. Okay. So we keep the interaction going.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So the next one is thoughtful leadership content. It's like, again, your philosophy around growth, sales, or scale, things you are implementing in your business that is coming, the takeaways. So it's like everybody has we all have the same lens, different lens. People who are watching this presentation right now, they're going to get everyone. If I say, like, what is the one thing that you got out of this? Everyone will say different one thing most of the time. So it's like your philosophy, your stuff, even when you grasp something, when you take something through your lens is different. Document that. What is it about growth? What is it about sales? What is it about scaling? Whatever it is. Patterns you observe across clients or markets. That's what I was talking a few minutes ago. Principle that guides your decision. What do you stand for? What are your, like, what do you never want to do it? What would you never do? Okay. Predictions and perspectives others aren't saying yet. Talk about that. Like, how you seeing that AI is going to change the entire thing? Whatever you're using in your business, whatever you are dealing with every single day, talk about those pieces of content. That is your perspective now. That is like what you are feeling, what you are going through. In my opinion is this, I think is this, I believe is this, right? You can be right or wrong, like nobody can make it, but it's like you're still sending as a leader, giving your point of view. Not everybody is right. People who have made 9, 10 figures, even, like, they don't know a lot of stuff. They don't know 100% right. Only thing that they have is experiences. They have made enough wrong decisions to come to that point. They have now developed that leadership quality, even the thought process there it is. They have their own philosophy around something. Once it's gained, nobody can take that away. Okay, so talk about that. Proof-led content. There's like case studies, client transformations, before and after decisions, revenue milestones with the context of it. Don't, like, now share the fake stories and all that. Like, literally, client came to you, they were at this situation, before was this, they were struggling with this was broken, their funnel was not converting, whatever. And then it was like, after decisions, we worked for next 90 days, and this is all happened. We fixed the funnel, we fixed their offer, we fixed their that, whatever it is. Share that. People love those proof-led content. People love to celebrate other people as well. They get inspired and motivate, like, okay, if this person can make that kind of milestone, I can do that as well. When, like, all these people, like DHL give awards, like if you get 500 signups or 1,000, you get a platinum award and all. That is like the proof that their DHL users have done it. They got these awards. That's what they present over here. The revenue milestones that people have achieved from that. So in your business, look at what case studies, transformations that you have done. Last but not the least, framework driven content is like your proprietary model. Talk a lot about that. Whatever unique method you have, how you make decisions, like whatever decisions you have made. If this happens, I go this. If this happens, we focus on this. All that. Mental frameworks you use with clients. Like, if a client, most of the time, what happens, even you're a coach or you're a service provider, they come confused on a call with you. They are like, Sahil, I have these confusions. I don't know what to do now. I don't know which one thing I should focus on now. Same with, like, as a service provider, they are like, they're showing you everything most of the time. This happens because I was a service provider. I used to provide freelancing service and agency. They were like, this is all we got, Sahil. Now you tell me what we should do. They're still coming for your frameworks, is like how to develop that thinking process. What the first thing you need to look. As a service provider, you're still acting as a consultant. You're still acting as a coach to them, because they are like basically depending, or they are keen to know your expertise. What is your framework around this particular thing? So talk about that pieces of content too. Like, this is our entire framework to go solve a problem. So these were the 5 types of authority content: opinionated, belief shifting, thoughtful leadership, proof led, and framework driven. Fourth point is like where you build the automated nurture system. Now, I say this thing very deep. It's like most leads don't buy immediately, they need nurturing. You, in your case as well, how many times you have seen, you went to checkout page, about to buy, didn't make a purchase, because as a human we have this habit to put the things later on. You do that, and then next few hours you see a notification pops up, oh, you forget this in the cart. And then, oh, okay, let me go and then do. What is this? They are doing follow up, they're doing nurturing with you. They are like reminding you of something that you skipped or you forgot. Most businesses lose leads because they don't follow up enough. That is the thing as well. It's very deep. Most businesses are losing leads, and your competitors are gaining the people that your leads, just because they have a proper follow-up system in the place, or they are trying to do everything manually. That is also a reason. As a human, it's not possible to track every single thing. You need a system. Serious businesses, they automate nurturing. Like, even in, like, this is my GHL portal, is like we have this whole workflow where we have different departments: marketing, sales, recruitment, miscellaneous. One of the masterclass is FTCA. Like, we have the workflow inside those. Like, if somebody purchases a $997 course, AI prompts, PDF, abandoned cart, like, whatever it is. Like, these are some of the retarget email sequence that are going when somebody didn't buy the front end offers, when the fulfillment email needs to go, when this, like, I'm tracking leads from my Facebook ads to my this. Everything is like all set up once. It takes just one time setup. GHL has templates. You will find a lot of workflows. Now it has AI workflow. I was building literally a week ago, I think, something, and I was like, I noticed this AI thing. I'm like, okay, let me test it. give it a command, and it literally build out the entire workflow for me. I was like crazy.
Yeah.
Earlier times, you used to find a YouTube video and you have to find a service provider to do that, but
Yeah,
crazy power.
we're entering a different world of
Oh man, that's
automation,
crazy. Yeah.
right? So now you can just go to the either AI Studio or Agent Studio and just simply
Yeah, I saw
say,
the AI
"Here's
funnel builds
my."
as well.
Yeah, it's gonna change even like it's gonna get even crazier because this is just the beginning. I mean,
Right.
we're in April now, and by the time June, July comes, I think people will be able to just build a bunch of automations without even having to log in, you know? So we'll see
Uh,
where
You're
where
right.
it all takes us.
I literally connected my cloud code. I think 2, 3, 4 days ago, I saw an Instagram video or something, a YouTube video of someone, and the guy giving step by step instruction. I did it within 10 minutes. I'm like, holy! I don't need to even. I just need to say, and for that also,
Yeah,
I'm using Whisper Flow like
yeah,
AI.
yeah.
It's mind
So
blowing how things are evolving.
exactly. So with that in mind, as you're watching this, like the worst thing you can do is copy and paste step by step of what we're showing here. It's going to change for your business, right? So
Yeah.
you want to pay attention to how your customers are flowing through your nurtures. You want to pay attention to how they're interacting, what kind of engagement you're getting, and ultimately, can you move the sales pipeline? Can you move the sales cycle? Can you move the engagement cycle? And so it'll change for every one of the businesses. This is just kind of like a baseline that Sahil's sharing that you
Yeah,
want to improve on top of, right?
absolutely, absolutely. But it's I believe in the. I feel good and blessed in the way that okay, we have seen this like basics of it and all foundations. We have literally done like add a trigger and do this manually. Like your principles or foundations are so clear. When AI does this stuff, you can easily spot that okay, that arrow is not good, or if I can point it to this as well. So it's like both the things that you see. Get your hands dirty with these automations at this, use AI. Moving forward, as Paul said, like yeah, through 2, 3 months later it will be different ball game, but you gotta still enter at this point. Don't just
Yeah.
don't just let it to be perfect or all AI oriented, then only you will do it. So get these things done,
Yeah.
literally.
And this is part of the snapshot, right? What you
Yeah,
just shared is
I'll be
included
giving
in
that.
there. So, okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
So the thing over here is like this whole thing, you have to see your business in this. Leads enter your system, automated emails or messages or nurturing goes on. You create value, you share case studies of people, and then eventually creating a booking opportunity or buying opportunity for the people that are coming into the system. Now all this whatever just I showed is like literally live active workflow in my business of one of the funnels that I'm testing paid ads. What I do is like at the end of the day I just go into my retarget sequence and I see how many more leads are into retarget, so that tomorrow when I wake up I'm gonna see more Stripe notification and seeing that okay, these people got retargeted through email sequence 1 or 2 or 3, whatever it is, and everything is all autopilot. It's just once time setup that you required. This thing is like really deep again. Most lead don't actually reject you. This is what we human as a feel like, because a lot of time we attach so many emotions to our business, to our offers. It's like I sent 10 people my proposal or quote or offer and nobody replied. They all are rejecting me, all that. The reality is this: they actually forget you, because like you there are hundred thousands or now millions, I can say, that marketers who are already approaching in the DMs and pinging them and doing the follow-ups with them and all. It's not like they are rejecting you or they have anything personal with you. They're just forgetting you. And if you don't have a system set up, this nurturing system, you will lose the game. And that person who is like on up for this follow-ups and automatic nurturing, they will win the thing. So they don't reject you, don't take it personally. They just forget you. Your job isn't to convince, your job is to stay visible in front of them through notifications, pop-ups, all that stuff. That's why any new company that comes up, you will see that that's the first thing they allow us to do: enable notifications. We enable the notifications, and all day long they are just giving you notifications. Like even the any app that you use, forget about like even the delivery apps and all. Like I downloaded an app a day before, I think yesterday, is like step counter app. And it's like every time it's popping up on my feed is like, Sahil, 300 more steps to go out, step out and complete this thing. I'm like, this is crazy. It's just like coming in front of me again. It's not like I rejected that app, I forgot to complete my, and most of the time I'm like, okay, before the day ends I'm gonna go back and at least finish my 300 steps. So that's what happens. So that leads me to the last step in the framework, and I'll be giving you the entire snapshot, so stick till the end. um, which is like really simple plug and play snapshot along with one of my funnel, live funnel that I'm testing, which is bringing me clients every single day. Fifth point is conversion system, like which turns clients into interest into clients. I'm going to share four-step conversion system, four things basically you can do in any business. It works. First is like you drop a content or you launched an ad, and then you give them an offer. Like for example, this is one of the Google Doc that I'm selling. This is an ad creative. Hey, get this ugly Google Doc that I used to sell one to $18,000 offers without sales calls. Get it for $7. So either I can drop a content on my Facebook, Instagram, whatever, or I launch this ad and directly to offer. Somebody click on that link and gets my Google Doc. That's the first way. Second, you again, whether you're doing organic, paid, depending upon you, content or ad, then you invite them to an event and then you offer them the next thing. So like this thing, I invited for my masterclass. If I hosted a masterclass on this particular topic and show you this system, how many of you would you want a seat? Okay. And then I hosted the masterclass live on that. And then I pitched my micro offer accelerator program at the end of this, and people bought. So what happened is like I posted a content, I invited people to event, and I offer them my services. Third thing is like again content or ad. You invite you let people DM you, then you send them an offer video or proposal or quote whatever, and then you make an offer through that. So like this example, I did a post like, if I coach you live for 12 weeks to build you this, without this, who wants the details? 41 people commented. I sent them a recorded video, a Loom video or like a video I recorded on that, and I was like, here are all the details in the DM. Here is the detailed video. That's it. I pitched an offer. There was a price point at the end of this video. People buy it without a sales call again. Third thing, if you want to do that sales call system, again, you either dropping a content or ad, then you bring people to DM, you offer them a call, and then you pitch them an offer. Like this one, I posted a picture of mine with an offer. Hey, I'm looking for 4 coaches to do this, blah, blah, blah. And said, let's hop on a call. So I sent them my Calendly call link, the call booking link that I sent that, and pitched an offer at the end of it. So all these four conversion systems, whatever type of thing that you are selling depends on that. If you're selling high ticket, you're not going to run an ad and sell a $5,000 offer. You have to choose like which conversion mechanism it makes sense. For a $5,000 offer, maybe you want to go with the third approach. If you don't want to take sales call, you'll be like, okay, I drop this, ask people to DM me, you qualify people in the DM, you send them your offer video in the DM, and boom, the conversion happens. So if you're selling an ebook, you don't want to go on a call with people to sell a $7 ebook or $37 ebook. You will go with the first approach. You post a content, drop an offer right away. So you decide which conversion mechanism makes sense for your business depending upon your offer. But these are four major, like which covers almost every type of business that you do. So based on your business, you decide which conversion mechanism that you have to use. That leads to concluding all the 5 pointers: setting up authority, high converting ecosystem, offer ecosystem, building authority through content, shared all the 5 types of content, how you nurture this, set up the automation nurture, and then conversion system that turns interest into clients. Now when these work together, that where demand becomes predictable. That's where it is all flowing together. So wrapping it up, stop chasing leads, build authority, that is better, create demand, much better, and install systems so that everything can be done autopilot. Setting system is doing most of the job. So I'm going to give you 2 resources over here. First is we created this GPT. It's a custom GPT which helps you to create more demand in your business. So it like you can ask anything. It is fed with all of our offers, conversion systems, nurturing system, and everything. Take a screenshot of that. You can literally go plug in. If you're using GPT, it will enter there, and it has like it will walk you through like what do you want to ask. It guides you step by step. It will ask you some questions about your business. You answer those questions, and boom, you have a demand framework or demand builder engine in your business. Depends upon do you need for offer or what exactly. Second thing is the snapshot that we were talking about. It take a screenshot of this as well. So this snapshot is for one of the funnels that I'm currently running, the ugly Google Doc offer funnel. Like it is the ugliest funnel. Like I don't mind sharing it actually. If you go to uglyoffer.com, I don't know if I'm on the right screen. Wait, let me stop sharing screen and reshare. Maybe entire screen now. Window. Okay, is it visible now? Paul, just want to
Yep.
confirm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, oops. Yeah. So, like, this is the ugliest funnel, and I'm using the concept of ugly Google Doc. Like, this is the entire funnel. Like, there is nothing else. What is it? A headline? Like, first, I'm calling out the people who is it for. Headline, sub headline, a mock up. Again, ChatGPT made this, and a button. That is it. It is a $7 toolkit that I'm selling. Literally, with this, somebody clicks on here, they fills their name, email address, and that, and then there is a two order bumps. They want to grab that, they grab that, and then there is one time offer and a one down sell that I added 2 days ago only. This is the simplest funnel I'm testing. I'm literally giving you this plug and play. You don't need to wait for fancy stuff. Based on what your product is, call out those people, put a headline, this. Within less than 24 hours, when I started running ads, I got my two sales, like $7 sales popping up. And I'm like, why people are buying this? Sometimes you are getting shocked. It's like, I launched the ugliest things, these people are still paying for it, right? And this is, I'm sharing with you the template entire, if you plug and play with that. And where is the script? One second. So yeah, the you can get that snapshot from here. And I have also added the automation workflow. So if somebody is not buying your front end offer, the email sequence will go. You just have to adjust, like take my emails out and put your emails. But other than that, all the tech setup, everything is already done for you. Retarget sequence, the one time fulfillment emails, everything is going into that if you install this workshop in your, sorry, snapshot in your GHL account. So that's the other resource.
Awesome.
Other than that, if you like it, let's stay connected with all these handles I have. Yeah.
Awesome. So, let me just stop sharing here. So, Sahil, first of all, I know when you did this presentation in High Level India, there was a huge crowd that was just so excited because the amount of depth you went into the examples. So I appreciate you doing the same thing again virtually this time. For those of you that are interested in jumping into a high level trial, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity if you ask me, because you're going to get a ton of the resources from Sahil as well. But just to kind of close us out, talk to the folks that don't have high level yet, or maybe they're a new entrepreneur and they're just watching it for all from far. They're on the fence. Everything seemed too good to be true. When you hear all in one, it's never good enough. So like, talk to the folks that are just not in the high level family yet of why they should jump in.
Yeah, I'll share this honestly. When I started using high level, for the people, most of the time, what I've seen is like they are like, they found it like, oh, it's so complicated. There are a lot of moving parts to it. Whether I'll be able to build funnel, what is this automation? What is this? Like, I got confused. I remember with the workflows and triggers, and then I realized trigger is no more a thing and all. It's like I started learning more about it. It's like spending time with someone. The more you spend time, the more you get to know. The more time I spent with high level, I've seen it, the more cancellations I started doing for the other softwares. Like, yeah, today morning I canceled one of my software, and then they had this, like, the reasoning, like, what is the reason for canceling? I'm like, moving everything to GHL. Like, that was my one liner reasoning. Like, for calendars, for emails, for automation, like, I was using a software which was like connecting my email provider to GHL. So I had to use three software: GHL plus connection plus the email provider. I'm like, why I'm paying for two separate softwares now if everything can be done GHL? And the most beautiful thing I think is I can tag my contacts in a way so that I know which funnel they belongs to, which workflow they belongs to, and I don't need to do this bypassing thing and all. I'm like, personally, I'm cutting down all these stuff so that I can make everything centralized to GHL. Honestly, in the beginning, yes, it will feel like little intimidating. You are like, okay, there are a lot of stuff, but it is learning curve with everything that you get into, any software that you do. If you want business, if you want your entire business either to start or to put it in one place, I don't see any other better option. So it's better to bring that stuff. If you don't have a stuff, better to start with the right thing, so that you don't need to sign up for different softwares. If you have them, see if you can consolidate all and bring it over here. It is a learning curve, temporary, but then you will, like, you don't need even a team member to handle all this. You can do the, like, handle the comments of the post, posting stuff, emails, automation, like, you name it. Now AI is even like cherry on the cake. So That's was my honest take. I would say recommendation to people, like, don't waste your time, don't juggle for different softwares and stuff.
I love
Y-
it. I mean, we hope that you take a chance and take a look at a trial. And Sahil has a team behind him. He has resources as well that he can help you with as well. And this is not just the only thing he does, right? So there's a whole business that he's running on top of what he's teaching and things like that. So either way, Sahil, thank you for saying yes to us. This was quite our pleasure to have you come and do a virtual event. But we'll see you hopefully in person with another event or again online. And we appreciate you being, a vital part of our community.
Absolutely, honor is mine, man. Like, thank you so much
Yeah,
for inviting me over and giving this chance. We went little over,
absolutely.
but
That's
I'm sure
okay. Yeah,
that's the value that got delivered.
absolutely. Bye for now, everybody. We'll see you on the next event.
See everyone.